everybody, it's Miss Nancy. How are you all? Did you have a good summer? I didn't see many of you this summer because we didn't have our programs, but maybe we can start having them pretty soon. Anyhow, we're going to start a new month. Next Wednesday is going to be September. Yes, and September means we're going to have a new type of weather. We have winter and spring, and pretty soon we're going to have fall, or sometimes it's called autumn. Either one is fine, autumn or fall. But here is the song for September. September is the month when summer turns to fall. Vacation time is over, it's back to school for all. Even though I'm sad how fast the summer ends, I'm really glad I'll get the chance to meet up with my friends. I bet you missed your friends over the summer, didn't you? Yes, indeed. So we'll be singing that song again several times. Listen to it one more time. September is the month when summer turns to fall. Vacation time is over, it's back to school for all. Even though I'm sad how fast the summer ends, I'm really glad I'll get the chance to meet up with my friends. All right. Well, some things happen in the fall. We have leaves on the trees now, and they're all nice and green. But guess what's going to happen? Those leaves are going to turn colors. They're going to turn yellow and orange and red and brown. And then guess what? They're going to fall off the trees all over the ground. Yeah. Because things are going to start getting ready for the next season, which is winter. Okay, so I'm going to read a story about our friend Clifford the big red dog. You all remember him. Well, this is called Clifford's Big Leaf Pile. Let's find out what's going to happen. It was a beautiful fall day on Birdwell Island. Cleo, Clifford, and T-Bone were making leaf piles. Here they are, Cleo and Clifford and T-Bone. Cleo finished her pile of leaves. They were red, yellow, orange, gold, and brown. Wow, look at that pile of leaves, pretty. She counted 1, 2, 3, and she jumped in the leaf pile. Oh, she's having such a good time. Clifford finished his pile of leaves. They were red, yellow, orange, gold, and brown. Sounds just like her pile of leaves. He counted 1, 2, 3, and he jumped in. T-Bone's pile wasn't finished yet. T-Bone's pile had only brown leaves. Brown leaves make a nice loud sound. They go crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. I need more leaves, T-Bone said. I'll help, said Clifford. I'll help too, said Cleo. And they did. T-Bone's pile of leaves was finally ready, but T-Bone had to go home. It was time for him to go for a walk. I'll watch your leaves, said Clifford. They'll be safe with me, I promise. You're a good friend, said T-Bone, and happy T-Bone trotted off. Clifford watched the pile of leaves. He watched, and he watched some more. This is a very nice leaf pile, he said. I can't wait to hear its loud sound. We could jump in carefully so we don't mess it up, said Cleo. Yes, we could, said Clifford. Then let's jump, said Cleo. Cleo and Clifford ran to the pile and jumped in with a big crunch. The leaves flew. A strong wind blew them everywhere. "Oh no," said Clifford. Clifford and Cleo chased T-Bone's leaves. One leaf was up on the weather vane. Another leaf was under the mail truck. Clifford and Cleo found a leaf on a swing in the playground. And they found a leaf on someone's French fries. "This is a great leaf pile," said, Clifford and Cleo found every one of the missing leaves. "This is a great leaf pile," said Clifford. "I can't wait to hear the noise it makes," said Cleo. "We could jump in," Clifford said. "But we won't," they said together. T-Bone came back. His pile looked even bigger and better than before. "Thank you for watching my leaves," he said to Clifford. "I want you to be the first to jump in." "Well, we must tell you the truth. We already jumped into your pile and all your leaves flew away. But Cleo and I got them back." "I'm sorry, T-Bone." "I'm glad you told me the truth," said T-Bone. "I still want you to jump in first." So Clifford jumped in with a great big crunch. Then Cleo and T-Bone jumped in. Crunch, crunch. And the three friends enjoyed the rest of the beautiful fall day. Wasn't that nice that Clifford told T-Bone the truth, that he and Cleo had already jumped in the pile? That's telling the truth and being truthful and being a good friend.
Guys, it's BJ from Milton Public Library. I don't know if you heard Miss Nancy read this story today. It's Clifford's The Big Leaf Pile. Today I want to do a craft with you using materials probably you can find right outside your door that goes right along with this story that you heard. So let's get started. We're going to make some crafts using leaves. So I walked around the library property and I found these leaves. You probably know that they haven't changed color yet. So everything's green today, but this would be really fun to do now while things are green, but then maybe when everything changes, you can go back and do it again with some colorful leaves. So we're going to do a piece of art today just using random leaves. I have some paper that I grabbed from the closet, construction paper, but if you have just plain white paper or notebook paper, whatever you can find, even a scrap piece of paper that maybe your parents don't need anymore, you can use the back of something, just so that you can make some artwork using the leaves. So if you notice, leaves have all different kinds of shapes. So we want to think in our heads, what could this leaf be if I wanted to make some artwork? So if I picked up this leaf, it's pretty cool, it's nice and big. You might want to look at it and decide what kind of animal might this be, or what does it look like? To me, it actually looks like a heart. If I cut this off, that would be a cute heart. But you could turn it into all kinds of things. So today I'm going to do just that. I think I'm going to use my blue paper and turn this into a fish of sorts. So let me see here. I'm going to cut the stem off, I think. And before you take any leaves, you want to make sure that they're not poisonous, so make sure mom or dad or a grown-up is with you so that you know you're doing something that's safe. Also, it is probably best if you pick leaves up that are on the ground instead of ripping them off the tree. The tree will drop its leaf when it's ready to, so there's probably plenty of things on the ground you could pick up. As well as other items like sticks or pine cones or something, you could do all kinds of artwork using those materials. So this year we're reimagining everything. So we're turning old things into new things and recreating things. So just use what you have. I'm going to use the big leaf and a glue stick we had glue at summer reading this year that we handed out in our tote bags, but maybe you don't have glue at your house and maybe you didn't get a tote bag this year, and that's okay. You could use tape. We can always tape things down. Yeah, ask your parents, see what you have around the house. So I'm just going to glue this on. I'm going to add an eyeball. I have some sticker eyeballs. I think I'll use a sleepy kind of eye. And we're going to pretend this is a fish. So when fish are swimming, they typically, when they're breathing, you're going to see bubbles coming out of their mouth. So I think I'm just going to do some bubbles coming out of this fish like that. And what would be really cool is if I found another leaf that could maybe be a fin. Oops, that one's not going to work. Yeah, that might work. So look around for different shapes. You don't want everything to be all the same. I think there's eggs on the back of this leaf. Isn't that interesting? So now I have a design on my fish, because there are eggs on the back. So just take your leaf, use it however you like. You can make animals that maybe live in the ocean, or maybe something that lives on the land. So you can change things up by the color paper you use, whatever you can imagine. So that is that kind of artwork, but doing the same kind of thing in a different way. We're going to make an animal headband. So if you have a lunch bag at your house, I know it's back to school time, so you might have lunch bags laying around. We're going to use that to actually make the headband that's going to go around your head like that. So we found a clever way that we can cut this so that you have one long strip of paper. So hopefully I will do it right. I'm just going to have my paper bag folded and just cut just about an inch or so off of the one side. So there's the strip that I cut off. And there is where it was. Now I'm going to do it again on the other side. I notice I'm using a bag that we already used for something. So that's good. We're reusing things that we have around the house. So ta-da! Now we have a headband. So I can turn it however I want, and we're going to make sure it fits our head. It fits my head, so it probably will fit your head. So you might want tape for that. I think we're going to tape that up. I actually already did that. So once you figure out the size of your head, you want to either staple it, tape it, you can even paper clip it, so that it's all one headband and it's all put together, which I already did here. And as you can see, I already glued some leaves on the top. So those are my ears already, and I was thinking of doing a rabbit. So I'm just going to draw a face on here real quick. And let's see. Make sure we can kind of make it like a rabbit. I'm using marker. You can always use crayons or colored pencils, paint, whatever you have at home. Maybe it's not a rabbit, maybe it looks like a mouse. I don't know. But here it is. So there you have it. Two different ideas using leaves that are just outside. If you don't have leaves at your house, because some people don't. Actually, yes, I do at my house, but some people don't. Come to the library. We have tons of leaves around the library. Go on a nature hunt. Pick up some cool things out of the yard and take them home and see what you can create. Hope you have fun. Have a good day.